Welcome back to Proverbs 31 Life. It is our Homeschool Friday post, and today we are looking at the Abeka second grade curriculum. So last week we looked at all the Bible for second grade. So now we're going to look at all of the curriculum. This is the day-to-day, what your student would be learning, what you're going to be teaching, what the books look like, and go through that. So first, since I've got all these in this box because I've been trying to condense my boxes, we are going to look at the readers. So these are the books that your student will be reading, through, learning to read through. By second grade, reading can still be hit or miss. You might start to see some dyslexia if your student struggles with that about this time. Some kids are different, but it is not uncommon. Let me get all of my books here. So they've already read a good bit in first grade. So we're just going to continue that to second grade. The stories get a little longer, some words get a little bigger, more compound words, things like that. Abeka, though, is really good about phonics through third grade. So all the way to the end of third grade, they are really hammering vowels, consonants, blends, short vowels, long vowels, all those phonics. That's how they learn to read, is phonetically, with knowing what sight words are and things like that, and learning those exceptions, but it is phonetically, not memorization. So one thing you're going to get is the primary Bible reader, and this is excerpts from the King James Bible that they are learning to read. So it's a few verses, some questions, but it's real short, and they don't even read from this every day, but they will be reading this, which is just straight from the Bible. All of your books, these are their readers. This one is not. Will have letters up here. This is the order for them to be in. So this is your handbook for reading. This is all those phonics. So they've got the alphabet. We've got words with short vowels, long vowels. We're going to get some blend ladders, some practice review words and sounds, all of the things. So this is all their special sounds, all their charts. And you'll see that it tells you what chart this is from to go with the bigger phonics charts that are like that size that we have. And I'll go through those in the next video, what we do with those. So we've got 2A because you're in second grade. You're going to read about fun with friends, quests for adventure. There's lots of animals in these. Across the meadow. Kids interacting with each other, learning, when Johnny picked on Jimmy, Jimmy felt bad, and so that's why we don't do that, and character traits and things like that. They'll be learning about too, how to handle some of those difficulties. We've got wonders of imagination, through the sky. So they're just very well done to really get their attention. So F. Growing up in early America, looking back at the pioneer days. Growing up around the world, looking at different cultures. Growing up where Jesus lived, looking at the life of Jesus as a boy. And then all kinds of animals. And then my new name. So these are all, they're going to read completely all of these books this year. It looks like a lot, but there's lots of repetition, lots of learning, and it definitely helps with proficient reading. So we will look at, this is the phonics and language. So with this, you are going to have phonics application, grammar, sentence structure, language development. This is really getting into this. This is the teacher key. So it looks like their book, and you're marking all the vowels. And so everything is in black is what their book looks like. Blue shows you their answers, what it should be. When I went through this the first time with my son 7 years ago, I didn't have this book, and I didn't know what special sounds and all this was, and I couldn't remember everything. And was that a short vowel, long vowel? How are they want you to say this? Because we're from Tennessee, we don't talk like that. So this is a huge help. I always recommend buying the parent kit. We buy the student kit, the child kit, and the essential parent kit. There's an essential kit and a complete kit. We don't buy the complete kit because I don't need 97,000 flashcards to store, but it's there. So they will have a book like this, Phonics and Language 2, to match your book. All the pages, page numbers are the same. You can, especially if they're sitting at a desk, you can open your book. You can read it, from the next room, across the room, whatever. If you've got more than one child set up, and tell them, okay, phonics language, we're turning to page 2 today. I'm going to read you your instructions and you're going to work. You don't have to stand over them or sit right beside them if you don't want to. You're going to have a reading and comprehension. This is your answer key. You're going to be asking them questions. They're going to be reading things. These are skill sheets. This is their skill sheets for the reading and comprehension. So it's reading and answering questions to comprehend what they read. It's exactly what it sounds like. They will have phonics and language tests this year as well. So this is what their test book looks like. Just some people choose not to test this early, and I get it, but this is also good, just extra practice if you wanted it to be. And I should have a key somewhere to this with the answers in it. I don't see it yet, but here it is.
Can you use that in the whole
This is the test key to match theirs. You will have a second grade writing tablet. This is just lined paper, gives them a place to write their spelling words. They've done this differently since we were in second grade last time. It used to fold up this way, but now they've done it this way, so it's just lined paper. They're going to write their spelling words in there, their sight words. They're going to practice writing their name. They might be writing their Bible verses in there, just different things. You're going to use this book all year, and it's going to be enough for the whole year. Math, you are going to have tests and speed drills. So they're going to have a speed drill 4 days a week and a test 1 day a week. This is your key, which will match this is their speed drill key. With math, they also have a workbook, and that is their daily work. If you order the teacher kit, you will have the answer key that matches their book. Page numbers line up again, all that stuff just like before. And if you order that, then you will have the lesson plan kit telling you what pages we're doing, what numbers, what charts, if you want to use the charts we're doing, all of that. So that is math. Some of the charts are things like a calendar. They will be learning units of measure, multiplication tables, things like that. So we'll put these back in here. This is the Language Arts Homeschool Planner. So this is everything, what they're reading, what they're writing, spelling, poetry, all of that in here. Again, laid out, lesson 1, 2, 3, whatever. Tells you what pages they're reading in these every day. And then this is their reading 2. So this is your answer key because there's questions in all of these books. And so it just tells you, this is Growing Up in Early America. This is what they read. These are some questions and answers. And then with this is spelling. They will have spelling and poetry. They have spelling words every week. It starts getting a little more difficult, more words as the years go on. So you're going to start with 15, and then you're going to get into, like I said, this one has 17 words and 3 vocabulary words. So your list of 20. And then they're going to have a space every week to copy their words for homework. And we just make this part of our lesson. But this is what that writing tablet is for. This is the writing tablet, no, writing with phonics. So this is their writing curriculum. So again, in that giant book over there with that, this is going to open to the cursive writing chart, which I normally laminate and hang up on the wall. And then this is their assignment for the day. So if you did this last year, the lines are getting smaller. It's not the giant tablet paper. We do manuscript in K4, K5, and then first grade on, we do cursive. And there's a warm-up. They're going to put their name up here. They're tracing this, tracing and writing. And then by the end of the year, they are just copying. So there's a lot less tracing because they should know how to copy. So they're learning to read in cursive and then copy it down here on the lines. And there are writing tests. I think once a week, there's a writing test to just evaluate how they're doing. Next, we have science, health, and history. This is their activity book. This is the teacher key. So if you want to order the activity book, this goes with that. They have textbooks for health, safety, and manners. Science is called Enjoying God's World. And history is Our America. And with that, they don't do all of these every day. Abeka does, it's like 3 lessons a week for like 10, 15 weeks, whatever it is. And then you move on to the next one. So you'll do, you know, if it starts with health, safety, and manners, you'll go through that. And then you'll go on to science. And then you'll go on to history. So you're not trying to put it all in one day because that can be a lot. And then back here, I have the history, science, and health lesson plan book. So again, this is telling you lesson 1, lesson 2. This is where we're starting. So you start with history. So it starts with history. There's actually no content for days 1 through 3. Day 4, you can do music. Day 5, you can do art. Day 6 is when you're actually starting history. So it helps you, lets you get kind of a little bit of a routine. Let's get used to starting school. We're going to get through the whole week. And then the next week, day 6 of school, then we're starting history. So all of that. So it looks like that is it. So that is all of the curriculum for 2nd grade. That's all of what they will be learning. And you can order this individually if you decide, you know, we don't want to use Abeka for whatever, for math. Then you don't have to order math. You can order everything else. Or some people only want to use math. Well, you can just order the math and use that however you want to. So that is a look at the 2nd grade Abeka student and parent kit. That is the curriculum that you will need for the whole year. So I hope that was a help to you. And if you guys, again, have any questions, put it in the comments. I will see it. But until then, until next time, I hope that you stay in the Word, stay close to the shepherd, and let him lead you in paths of righteousness.